Ready, guys. Let's see. Everybody hear me all right? Let's go chat up, say hello, everyone. All right. How you guys doing on a Labor Day weekend? Yeah. We haven't had the best weather here. It's been kind of cold. Kind of sucks. But all right. Well, I dug a little bit last night and a little bit this morning and got some more tidbits of information. Let's see where to start. Frog news last night. I seen ATMs were down in several states. Possible currency exchange starting, they thought. See what else. People being arrested for meddling with audits and more audits opening up in other states. I heard about that. That seemed kind of interesting, I guess. And how all that's going to turn out, but it'll be interesting. Let's see here. Made a big note here. It said after Civil War, President Grant signed the U.S. into a corporation. January 1st, 2021, the U.S. reverted back to a republic. And from what I'm understanding, Frog News saying is Trump is the head of the republic and Biden is the head of the corporation. We kind of got a two-president system right now, the way it sounds. And a lot of people are saying the corporation is broke. So I don't know. We'll see. If it reverts back to a republic, and that's how it goes, the laws will change. The future under a new republic, money will change. Many things will change, I guess, the money. I guess we're getting some kind of major payback since I don't remember dates, 1817 or something like that, when it converted into when it went into a corporation. Apparently there's been a lot of mismanagement of funds, is a safe way of saying it, I guess. So apparently that'll be paid back to people throughout the whole world, I guess. I wrote a note here. It said Arkansas and the Clintons started the first cartels tied to El Chapo, running drugs into the U.S. tied to mafias throughout the USA. That was just something they were speaking about last night. And they also said they thought that Chelsea Clinton will be tried and executed if she hasn't already. That's something they mentioned. The maglev trains. They were talking about these trains, and they sound really cool. They're underground, I believe. They're in like a vacuum sealed tunnel. And they're run by magnets, and they're called them a maglev train because they're run by magnets, and apparently no tracks. I don't know how that works. They say the things will run 12,000 miles an hour, tail Japan in about 30 minutes. So I've been waiting in line like that, just scoot right across the United States. That'd be awesome. Wish my son might go that way. I could make some money. Let's see. Okay, they were talking about gun power on there last night. And one of the reasons they figured we never got invaded, and I kind of agree with this, there's over 70 million plus deer hunters or hunters in general throughout the United States. There's 40 million guns were purchased in 2020, and 9 million of them purchases were first-time gun owners. This is why we didn't get invaded. I put in my notes. Well, it's a good deterrent, that's for sure. It always helps to have a little firepower behind you. Let's see. Oh, one thing they were talking about is the number of earthquakes we've had around the world lately. And they were saying that some of these earthquakes could actually be tunnels or DUMBs, deep underground military bases, that have been demolitioned or blown up, cleaning up the underground tunnels and stuff. I guess they call them sewers for a reason, but that ain't exactly what these are. I've actually delivered in some DUMBs before, in some underground tunnels and stuff in the mountains. I've hauled meat like hamburger and stuff like that. They store it in case of emergency for FEMA or whatever to get a hold of. I used to run loads from Chicago down to Carthage, Missouri, and they had a DUMB in the mountain there, DUMB tunnels, both. But yeah, they had a huge freezer operation underground where many semis were in there at one time. Big tunnel, like nothing you ain't seen. Oh yeah, and then I was looking. I got a friend of mine in Australia. He got a hold of me. He was telling me all about his mice plague they have there. He hasn't got them where he's at, but he said out west of him, they're seeing it on the news. It's just ridiculous. They're everywhere. I don't know if people have heard about it or not. They're just talking about some of the biblical sense of what's going on, the mice plague. I heard somewhere that somewhere around Iran, they have locust swarms now, and then all the volcanoes and all the flooding and all the earthquakes and such kind of makes a person wonder. They also said on Frog News last night that, I guess they confirmed it. I don't know. I can't say who they confirmed it with, but they confirmed that Walmart is trafficking children, probably either be taken down or their name will be changed, more than likely. They said to something else. In these tunnels I was telling me about that they were blowing up, there was a tunnel found underneath the Vatican in Rome, and that tunnel went all the way to Jerusalem. And in that tunnel, they found an additional 777 books of the Bible. And also in that tunnel, they found gold, like throughout the whole area. I mean, the whole thing was just full of gold, some $24 quadrillion worth. So it actually makes the whole pandemic look pretty cheap in the long run. Quadrillion, you're getting into a lot of money now. All right, I wrote down tunnels and DUMBs all over the world. I think I already touched on this. Earthquakes, also all over the world. The tunnels are being blown up, and I got this from Gene Decode, pretty interesting. What he does, he maps where the earthquakes have been happening at, and then also where he knows the DUMBs and the tunnels are being blown up at. And I would say majority of the tunnels are at the same depths. I don't know if it's like 10 clicks deep or something like that. But normally when they blow them, you get somewhere between a 3.4 quake and a 5.0 quake. So if you got quakes in that range over a tunnel, it's pretty good chance that, you're registering the explosion underground. I know Australia had one right dead center in the middle of their country, And that friend I have in Australia, he said right out, we don't ever get no earthquakes there, never have. And lo and behold, a couple weeks later, I look and Gene Decode had a dump right over the top of that spot where they had that one earthquake in Australia. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that kind of lines up, makes sense. House Road down tribunals happening right now in several locations, and has been for at least a few weeks that I know of, I believe. They're talking about New Republic coming. I had mentioned that. Well, with that, there'll be debt forgiveness where credit card debt, student loan, I believe I mentioned this last night too, student loan debt, house loans, medical bills, stuff like that would just be forgiven. They were saying last night, Federal Reserve is gone, the IRS is gone, white hats took them down. I just paid my taxes, so I don't know if they're down or not, but if they are, I hope I can get my money back. Also told to watch the water. They were saying watch for Bitcoin to crash. 3 Gorges dams collapse. I don't know if it has collapsed or it's just leaking really bad, but I did see some videos where people are walking through about 4 feet of water or better. Just in their towns, it's flooded massively. I guess there was a mass arrest on 28th of May, a couple of days ago. There was zero media coverage about it. And I believe that had something to do with, recounts and stuff going on. That's about all I know about that. It wasn't much. There's a little tidbit of information there. Let's see. They were saying something about 24 nuclear reactors had to be destroyed of the cabals before the financial system can begin. So I don't really, it's first I heard about that. I really don't know what that's all about. But again, I got a lot of this info from Fox News, or not Fox News, Frog News, I'm sorry. Frog News Network. And so it is what it is. They get their info. I'm not exactly sure where. I mean, I get mine from all over the place, so they probably do too as well. Mike Pompeo made a statement saying lots of proof of the big C, came from a lab in Hunan, China. Several bioviruses in Hunan, not just the C strand. They also have bubonic plague, I hear they're playing with, AIDS, and there's some others as well, different strands of C. So, yeah, they're getting in all kinds of goodies. What else we got? I heard on X22 report, I heard nationwide audits coming soon. I think that would be a plus. At least find out where we're at. Also, X22 report, they were saying that Australia started switching their currency today. And it's Sunday here, but it's Monday over there. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything confirming it or denying it, but that's what I heard. Here's that part about the locusts. Plague of locusts hit. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, Iran. And they were talking about how this is sounding biblical with the mice in Australia, the locusts and Medina or whatever, however I say that. Probably wrong. And earthquakes, volcanoes, flooding. Yeah, I kind of got out of order on that one, but they say watch the weather. And then I caught Nino and Mel K talking today, and that was pretty interesting. They have so much info, you'd be better off go check it on your own. That one, it was a pretty informative show. I had thought about throwing it up here, but I don't know if I got the data to do that right now. So, but Mel K was saying how everything going on right now with Russia, America, mainly Russia and America right now. She's figuring they're working together to end a lot of this child trafficking business and just nasty stuff altogether. And she's saying it's basically an international sting going on right now. Russia is on both coasts with 2 subs. I've heard that for quite a while. And that's why you have all the P3s and P8s out flying around. Check out Monkey Works. He'll totally explain that for you. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of spy planes out, sub hunters, stuff like that normally aren't out. And she was saying how she thought Putin was working with the White Hats or Trump or whatever. On the right side, anyway. Oh, yeah. And she was talking about the Evergreen, that Suez Canal ship. Well, when that went down and they got all plugged up in the middle of that, let's see. America was on the southern end of the Suez Canal, I believe, with the guy's destroyer. Hang on one second. It just started coming through real late. I don't know what's going on. But I lost track where it was now. Oh, yeah. The Evergreen in the Suez Canal, on one end of it, on the southern end of it, there was an American destroyer. On the northern end of the Suez Canal, there was a Russian destroyer up there. So, yeah, I think they're probably working hand in hand. I mean, you know, there are certain people in the United States been complaining about Russia for a very long time. You know, so why would it surprise you? But yeah, I don't think they're the bad guys right now. There's countries getting cleaned up worldwide with, like I said, child trafficking, all this stuff going on. And as far as different elections and stuff like that throughout the world, there's been a mass overseeing, I guess, on the elections or whatever. Apparently that's supposed to be getting straightened out. That'd be great if it does. Apparently Putin has proof of everything, he says. So be real quick to going in the big head scratching thing. Just go ask him what's up. Let's see what you got. I think that's what ought to happen instead of all this politicking. There's a time for politics, but I don't think now is one of them. I mean, they've been talking for a year. Enough talking. Anyway, countries are working together to bring down the cabal. They're talking about, I don't know how to put this, Camel Toe Harris and Uncle Joe Biden administration is broke and going. After 47% of capital gains tax for the middle class and the upper class, they are broke, and now they need money from us, basically. So that's the next thing they're pushing to pass is a 47% capital gains. You might as well say 50. So whatever you own, you give half of it to the government. Sounds like other countries I know. All right. Well, basically, please let me check. Please. Hollywood's a ghost town, they say. I don't doubt that. I notice their ratings are seriously in need of help. Let's see. Oh, another thing they're saying on the MLK show was most of these mass shootings out here, and they've been happening, weekly, daily, whatever, or just shootings in general. A lot of these mass shootings, there are more than three. They claim are like MK Ultra mind controlled stuff, and I don't know, it could be. I think you got to be nuts to run around and shoot people anyway, for especially people you don't even know. You haven't got a problem with them. You just, I don't understand it. I don't get it. So anyway, guys, that's about all I got tonight. But basically what I want to do is just throw out the stuff for you guys, and you can see what's out here and what's happening, and you can double check it, and dig a little bit, but just open your minds, open your eyes, be willing to accept that, hey, maybe this really bad stuff is going on and has gone on forever. Maybe it's just time to clean up the whole works, tear it down, start over again, I guess. But yeah, keep facing the right direction. Don't do nothing stupid. I know I feel like it. I feel like it. Everybody feels like it, but like they say, hold the line. Better days are coming, and just get involved. Spread the word. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell people online here you don't even know. Get on, if not my site, get on somebody's site and listen. Give them a chance. You just listen. I listen to the left as much as I do to the right, but they ain't saying much. All they talk about is, the big C, and that's about it. It's, I don't know, there's a lot more. Oh yeah, today I seen on the news on Fox, I guess the Democrats are saying the border's closed. Could have fooled me. But anyway, that's kind of the news you get there, and I don't waste a lot of time there. But yeah, just take a little time out and look for yourself. And, my big deal is just share information, wake people up so they understand kind of what's up here and where we're going from here. I mean, I honestly, my opinion is if you don't fight this time around, you may not have anything to fight for. So it's a pretty important fight. So, be informed, spread the word. And yeah, and if you like this, I know I was really unprepared tonight, and I don't think I might have to record this whole thing again because I don't think it worked right. I still can't get my chat up. I don't know how the hell to work that. But please like, subscribe, share, click that little notification buzzer. That'd be cool. I did get a new email address for Grounded for Life. It's groundedforlifenews@gmail.com. So if anybody'd like to get a hold of me, go ahead and groundedforlifenews@gmail.com. You'll be able to get a hold of me. Anyway, I'm Tim. It's been a pleasure speaking to you guys tonight. Have a great night and a great rest of the weekend. I probably won't be on here tomorrow, but you never know. Something big might happen. We'll see.